Greetings viewers and welcome back to my channel where gaming and anime is my specialty. Today we are here to add another installment to the Bizarre Battle Mashup series. Today we have the returning contender, Ultimate Lifeform Kars, back in the ring after he was victorious in his battle against Coco Jumbo. And his opponent for today is none other than Yoshikage Kira's Killer Queen. So, if you are new to the Bizarre Battle Mashups, let me give you a quick rundown. Basically, I do a brief description of the two opponents' abilities, and then I discuss who would win in a fight, and which ability would be better to have in real life. But yeah, since I've already done Ultimate Lifeform Kars in my last battle video, I'm not really going to go too far into depth. If you want a more further analysis, just either go back to Coco Jumbo that video and just go look at it. Or if you would like a much more thorough analysis, just comment and let me know, and then I'll make a video talking about Kars and his fellow Pillarman brethren. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first off, let's start with Ultimate Lifeform Kars. Now, as I said, is that I did a battle against Ultimate Lifeform Kars and Coco Jumbo, and in that video, I did a brief description about Kars' abilities in that one. So for the sake of just keeping this video pretty short, I'm not gonna go into detail like I did last time. But simply put, the only key factors you really need to know is Ultimate Lifeform Kars has conquered the sun, thus making him completely immortal, and he also has the power to manipulate his DNA and his internal infrastructure to add attributes of that of nature. But yeah, as for Kars, let's move on to Killer Queen. So Killer Queen's stand ability is called Bomb Transmutation. Now, simply put, this allows Killer Queen to touch any object, whether it's inanimate or not, and turn it into a bomb. That Kira can then detonate at the flick of a switch, or Killer Queen's switch, and then he can detonate it at will. Another ability that correlates with his Bomb Transmutation is called Air Bomb Transmutation. This works was that during towards the final battle, Kira placed Stray Cat inside Killer Queen's hollow abdomen. Thus, Killer Queen was able to use his bomb detonation to charge Stray Cat's condensed air bubbles. So when I say Killer Queen can turn anything into a bomb, I mean anything, even the air itself. Now, as well as Killer Queen's Bomb Transmutation ability, Killer Queen also comes with an ability called Sheer Heart Attack. Now, Sheer Heart Attack is a heat-seeking automatic bomb stand that detaches from Killer Queen's left hand. Now, the way that the stand works is that once it detaches from Killer Queen's hand, it'll then start moving around on its treads and search for the warmest object in the vicinity. And once it gets close enough to that warm object, it'll detonate just like a normal Killer Queen primary bomb. Now we have Killer Queen's third and final bomb called Bites the Dust, and its stand ability is called Time Reversal. Now, this stand ability is kind of confusing. You know, the way it works is it was a lot of steps to make it work efficiently, and I'm not going to go into depth of a detail for this simply because it would make the runtime in this video way too long. However, I do plan on making a separate video for Killer Queen discussing all its other abilities simply because it's just so much. But just for now, to keep it simple, I'll give you a basic description and rundown of how Bites the Dust works. So the way it works is that after killing someone with this power, Bites the Dust creates a temporal time loop, rewinding time to roughly an hour prior to the detonation. Now, for this to work is that Kira has to put Bites the Dust inside of a non-stand user, and they will be its host and its trigger. Now, the detonation for this time loop is anyone who tries to find out information about Yoshikage Kira through the host will then detonate. This was first shown was when Rohan was using his stand Heaven's Door to read through the thoughts of Hayato, and he managed to find out information about Yoshikage Kira. However, he then activated the bomb and was exploded, and then created the time loop. But yeah, that's all for Bites the Dust. It can be kind of confusing, not gonna lie, which is why I plan on making another video just to analyze on how it works and truly what is Bites the Dust. But for now, that's all on the third bomb ability. Now let's move on to the actual battle. So first, let's talk about which stand would be best to have in real life, and then we'll get on to the main event, who would win in combat. Now, if you watched my last Bizarre Battle video with Coco Jumbo vs. Kars, I talked to you a little bit about how I think that the ultimate life form immortality thing is just not for me. And I still held that same belief in this video. So I would not want to be immortal at all. I mean, you saw what happened to Kars. He wished for death, but he could not get it because he was immortal. And eventually he just stopped thinking. So yeah, I don't want that. And plus, even if he wasn't immortal, I would still choose Killer Queen simply because it's so cool. That's the main reason. That's my main thing I like about Killer Queen. I mean, Bites the Dust and Sheer Heart Attack is cool and all, but I think that its primary bomb ability is much more cooler compared to the rest of them. So yeah, if it was my opinion on which stand ability, or I guess ability, because Kars isn't really a stand, but you know what I mean, which ability I would want to have in real life, it would definitely be, without a shadow of a doubt, Killer Queen. But yeah, now let's go on to the main event. Ultimate Life from Kars versus Yoshikage Kira's Killer Queen. So if these two JoJo villains were to ensue in combat, who would be victorious? I mean, come on guys. Kars is the ultimate life form. He's immortal. Simply, he's just immortal. That's like his biggest buff, is immortality. He can't die, so therefore he can't lose. But I do think that Killer Queen would give him a run for his money. At least, simply because he'll detonate from the inside out, and sure, he'll heal from it, but it'll be very annoying to heal from. Now, keep in mind that Kira is a human, so he will die easily. However, Bites the Dust, now that's a different story. Now, keep in mind, Kars is a non-stand user. He does not have a stand or anything of that factor. So somehow that Bites the Dust gets put into Kars, then he'll be put in that time reversal or in that time loop. I personally think that's the only way that Kira could kind of win, but his other abilities, like just regular Killer Queen and Sheer Heart Attack, those aren't going to be enough to defeat Kars. But I think that Bites the Dust will at least cause a major annoyance for Kars, to a degree at least. I don't know. But at the end, I think Kars would be victorious simply because he's immortal. You know, that's easy to tell. His immortality and regeneration abilities makes him a real formidable opponent. So yeah, in the battle against Ultimate Life Form Kars versus Yoshikage Kira's Killer Queen, I think that Ultimate Life Form Kars would be victorious, unless somehow Kira manages to pull a sneaky and use Bites the Dust. But hey, I guess we'll never really know because these two are both dead. Well, one of them's dead and the other one is not thinking. But yeah, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.